Hello and welcome to Carolina Hurst. Today we're going to be talking about our restaurant horror stories. And this is not horror as in Freddy Krueger came in there and, slashed everybody up.
And took their food.
Yeah, this is just talking about some bad experiences we had at restaurants. There's nothing bad to say about the certain restaurants saying they're bad restaurants. This is saying this is a bad experience for us.
Yes, if we talk about a Burger King story, this is not saying to not go to Burger King, but it's just sharing our experiences of our...
I'm pretty sure y'all had some bad experiences too.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have bad days, everyone's going to have bad experiences. So, let's get into it.
Alright, starting off.
Chick-fil-A better not be on the list.
Okay. Now, starting off, we want to talk about this little restaurant called the 55 Diner.
It's in Conover.
So, I don't know if you ever been to a 55
North
Diner?
Carolina.
But a lot of times we went and had some good food. But one time we went and you got the Philly cheesesteak and we got chicken and my wife, she got a hamburger. Well, she said the hamburger tasted great. Shortly after that, we went to Walmart, just like from right across the park, and went to Walmart, and she says, I ain't feeling too good. So she ended up getting food poisoning from that, it's just like all of a sudden, just like really bad.
So we're starting off with probably the worst outcome you can get besides something that just straight up kills you. Allergic reaction would be food poisoning.
Yeah, so the food poisoning is really bad. It's just like a restaurant's nightmare. If somebody get food poisoning from their restaurant, and I know they didn't really say much about the food poisoning. They said it might have been some. Well, we talked to a doctor or something, and they said it might have been some cleaner or something on the grill when they fried the hamburger, and then that reacted with it or something. So they got to be very careful with that.
Yeah, so be sure you look at your burger clearly, make sure
If you have a knife, just cut at the middle and maybe see if it's as well as you want.
You can get some sort of clues by, maybe the first couple of bites just doesn't taste that great. And then you look at your burger and it's pink, not pink as in like medium well or whatever, but
We mean not cooked.
raw pink.
It'd be very bad. So, from going there, the biggest thing for you to do when you go to a restaurant, they got these cards up there and it shows their score. And that's something you should really pay attention to.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to a restaurant, I forgot the name. I think it's closed down now. But I bit into it and it was cold, like ice cold. And it just wasn't done at all.
Yeah, the place he's talking about is called Horse Feathers, and it was like up top was like a bar and had a little singing.
Well, now it's shut down.
And underneath it had like a restaurant, and we went there my company's, it was their birthday party. And so you order a hamburger, and you bit into it, and it's like biting into a raw meat. In the middle of it.
Biting into a bag of ice, how cold it was.
It was really cold. Very bad. So, and it wasn't the only person that was bad either. So, ended up sending
Yes, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it was that day.
You could have
killed me.
Really sick.
Yeah.
But yes, going back to the scores of the restaurants, you be sure to check them out. If it's below 97, 98, I'll be checking it out. And you can go to a website and find out, exactly what they got took off for, and we'll try to get, maybe the link.
Is it right here?
The link is in the description, so if you want to just be safe when you go out to eat, take the family out to dinner,
and if you don't,
everybody be safe.
If you don't care about your food, you should take it seriously.
Yes. So you go to that website. If it's in red, I'd leave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even order.
If you're watching this video in a restaurant right now and you see a red, get out.
Yeah, go to that website. It's in red.
Run.
It's chronic. It could get you sick, so leave immediately.
What are you doing? Get out. Go.
Not this video.
That's the video. Stay on the video. While you're leaving the restaurant, stay on the video. We need the watch time.
Let's talk about Burger King.
Yeah, Burger King, the king of burgers. You can't get anything wrong if you're the king of burgers, right?
Here's 3 things.
Well, apparently so.
So, I ain't gonna say exactly which location we went to, but we went there, and you know, since we started off that first story about getting really sick, we really pay attention to what goes on in the kitchen, and you should too. Just watch and see what happens in the kitchen, and just what how they're acting and all that. So the gentleman that was fixing the hamburgers kind of leaned up, and his shirt touched the hamburger. So his shirt touched the hamburger, and he was going to keep on fixing it and give it to us.
I think he was cleaning the bathroom like 2 minutes before that.
Yeah. So here he goes making a sandwich. Well, you went and cleaned the bathrooms or something in the bathroom. Comes out there, and his shirt touches the hamburger, and he's going to serve that to us. Like, really?
And then my mom was like, hey, no.
Yeah, that was a fun experience.
Yeah. So no, I ain't stepping that. You're going to have to fix me another one or something. So.
Yeah, Mom's like an undercover inspector. It's not really
She
an
wants
inspector.
to be an inspector, but we won't let her. Or every place would be shut down.
But she keeps our restaurants in shape, that's for sure.
She keeps us healthy, so
Yeah.
we appreciate her.
And she's shut down a lot of places.
Probably the same Burger King. Or no, it might have been
I
different
think
Burger King.
all these are the same.
Well, another gentleman was in there and was fixing some of the sandwiches, and he had his bottle of water. So he takes the bottle of water, drinks it, and smashes it up, and go about fixing the sandwich again. But he didn't wash his hands. He can cross-contaminate that sandwich because touching his bottle, and get you very sick. And especially with this COVID stuff going on, you don't want to get sick, do you?
Yeah, definitely pay attention to how many times employees wash their hands. I've worked in a Subway actually,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people like to pretend to wash their hands for some reason. It's like I'm washing my hands, but I'm not. But
Subway, sometimes their food gets mixed up with the tuna, and some people are
Yeah,
allergic
that
to
too.
fish, and so
Yeah, another bad thing with Burger King is their fountain drinks. They got this machine where you can touch screen, you can hit whatever you want to, but those things are very nasty.
You don't know-
Even if you go to one anywhere else.
and you don't know how much they clean it
Here's a tip.
or how good they clean it.
Here's a tip we learned. So, the ones that's got the little thing you push.
You take your cup, you put your hand right here, and you do this.
Yeah, use your hand, the back of your hand, to push the lever, so your cup don't touch it, so it don't get contaminated or germs on it.
And this video was all the information we're getting is
It's from our mom.
our very smart in food and because she works in the kitchen, but our
She's sitting right over there.
Professor Mom, everybody, give it up for Professor Mom. And working at Subway, I know that a lot of times in the drink machines, mold can build up in, I guess the spigot or whatever they call those things. But
Thing that the drink comes out of.
we tried to like sanitize them every night, but a lot of times the night crew forgets to do that, and mold can definitely build up over time, and you could be drinking mold.
Yeah, there's some places like KFC, they take the thing apart at night and
Yeah.
clean it. It's very good. Okay, let's go talk about a pizza place.
Yeah, so we're done slamming on Burger King. Sorry, Burger King, but
Burger King, if you're watching this, maybe clean some of it up and pay attention.
And the pizza place is not Little Caesars, okay?
Yes, it's the first time we ever went to a Papa John's.
And the last time. So.
Me and my wife and the inspector.
the inspector.
But
Professor
anyway,
Inspector.
anytime somebody's fixing her food, she's watching. So, Jim was in there going to fix some pizzas and
tossing the pizza.
and he has short sleeve shirt on and he has sores all over his arm.
Oozing.
I ain't trying to judge him by any means, but if you got sores and they're oozing and stuff,
You have to cover them up.
don't make pizza.
And
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir, for making you sick right now. I'm sorry.
and
Oh, he just threw up.
and and
there's another one.
and our mom said that if you have any sores and you work in a food place, you have to cover them up.
Hashtag cover it up.
So he didn't do that, and he put the pizza on his sores. And
So pretty much we got our money back and walked out of there and got something else to eat.
How many of y'all are never going back to fast food again after watching this video?
we might should
They're
put
probably going to be watching everybody in the kitchen now and be like,
should put on the title, "You better not be eating."
what you doing to my food now?
So,
don't eat my
The future of our channel is going to be going to a lot of these fast food restaurants, trying out new products and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess this is kind of like guidelines of what to watch for, because that's what we're going to be doing when we're buying these products and taste testing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when we start going to these restaurants and we have a bad experience. We pull out this imaginary book.
Here
And
it is.
and I turn the pages like this and, all right, I'll write it down like this and we'll never go back.
So the book is now a meme on the channel.
All right, I'll put that back in here.
Look how big this thing is.
Oh no, that's last year's edition.
Oh.
Let me get this year's. Oh gosh. Oh man, I need some help here. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
This is how big this book is. I know you can't see it. Did I edit something there? Probably didn't.
Oh no. How do you throw it?
oh man.
I'm gonna work. That's a good
Okay.
way to work out with the book.
We went back to this place.
Okay,
Now
one of our favorite places to go
is Red Robin.
is Red Robin's. They have some awesome burgers.
Yeah, but one time they made a mistake. Our mom's allergic to fish.
And why does every one of these
Well-
include our mom?
Well, because
She's got very high standards on her food.
she's very intelligent.
Yeah,
I would
so-
listen to her.
Like I said from the story beginning with, the 55 diner, that's why she's so careful now.
But she is allergic to fish. She can't smell it, or
So,
she can't even be around it.
55 Diner, you did this. You're the one that shut down
And
all
I
the
say-
Burger Kings, all the McDonald's. It was your fault.
So, my mom got chicken, and it smelled like it was cooked in fish oil. And then we told the manager about it.
And he basically said, "You're lying."
You're not allergic to fish.
We don't do that. Well, either they put in fish oil, or they didn't change the oil, or the oil's been there for a while, or something. It just didn't taste right and it smelled right, and so they didn't eat it. Try to get another one back, and then the manager, he was kind of,
He wasn't that great.
I mean, if the customer's not satisfied, you gotta give them something to satisfy them, and not just call them liars. I mean,
yeah.
It was like, you lying.
I mean, I know sometimes customers can be a handful, but you still gotta abide by what they say.
But to say we have been back there several times
And
since then and
it's
had a
been good.
great time. Okay, this next story
It's not based on their food.
is not on their
I'm
food.
gonna leave.
There's nothing that they did.
Okay.
Probably going to embarrass him more than
Yeah,
anything.
definitely.
So, he wasn't feeling good the whole day.
I was feeling weird. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to be sick kind of feeling. It was just like,
This was like a few years before
this
this COVID.
was
It wasn't no COVID.
It was either 17 or 18. I think it was 18.
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit before that, but
We was with our uncle and my mom and
Yeah, there's a little restaurant called JB's. They got some good hamburgers and hot dogs.
yeah, and big cookies. They got big cookies.
Yeah,
I don't know how big they
good
are.
ice cream.
Oh yeah. Get Oreo milkshake.
All good ice cream.
Anyway.
But Adam was having a bad day that day.
yeah, I was just feeling weird, and it's like I didn't feel like I needed to throw up the entire ride there. We was at the hospital all day because
Our uncle, he had to get his heart doctor wanted to check on his heart. He had a heart attack. Oh, like before.
It's a long story,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
anyways, was at the hospital all day. I felt weird, not necessarily sick,
This is before COVID.
but as soon as I got my food, looked at it, just the thought of eating something, I just lost it and did not
Did not make it to the
Did
did
restaurant.
not make it, and it was a very embarrassing story to think about. And every time I drive by there, I just get this.
But we've been back.
He's got to hang his head. Now, I feel very sorry for the employees that had to clean that up.
We've been back to get some ice cream though.
Yeah, that was not the best moment of my life. We need to do a story where we look back on winning.
I think that was a horror story for everybody in the restaurant.
Yeah, that was Freddy Krueger coming in and slashing everybody, but instead of slashing, it was throwing up on everybody.
Our dad's favorite place, McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting sick now. I'm leaving.
It's not actually his favorite place.
This video was sponsored by McDonald's.
No, it wasn't.
McDonald's.
I'm thinking about throwing up just thinking about that place.
Well, I guess
So,
we're never getting
Here's
sponsored.
how it happened. I think it was last year, right? It was last year, right?
I guess so.
Because we was coming to check up on the other dogs before Rusty came. Well, we went into McDonald's. Mama, she was being like a hawk and watching the cook. She was like that. And then the manager did not wash his hands.
How dare
And he went and cooked the food. And our mom told the people, told them. And the manager wouldn't even come talk to her. He was so scared to talk to her.
Alright, look people, all I gotta do is turn on the water. You can turn on hot or cold. It doesn't matter.
A little bit some.
Update, warm water actually is better than cold. So that's something to look out for then. So if you see somebody turn on cold water, you go, hey!
Before you wash your hands.
Turn on the hot water.
Okay, another time. I mean, I've heard people went to McDonald's and they had food poisoning. I mean, I've heard several people talk about that.
Even Ronald McDonald had food poisoning that
That's
time.
what turned his hair
I
red.
remember, I remember met him before. Yeah.
But they had this special, they had the regular hamburgers, like, double burgers. I'm like, okay, I tried it. And I ate it, and it tasted awful. And then shortly after that, I got sick. I'm like, hey,
You're fit. You're
man,
the sound is.
every time I
got sick.
I get tired of McDonald's, and I ain't going back, and I get sucked back in, and I have another bad
Me and Ash
experience.
still eat McDonald's.
Yeah, spicy nuggets are the best, but their chicken's really good. I just am not a fan of anything
I love their fries.
burgers.
The only thing I go to McDonald's for is probably a strawberry milkshake.
Yeah, their milkshakes are 10 out of 10, probably the
Okay.
best.
Their food, just throw it in the
We need to do a
trash.
video of comparing milkshakes. at
Okay,
fast
we're
food
going to
places.
talk about a restaurant you probably don't know. It's in Hickory. Where is it?
Well,
It's somewhere.
it's in, I think it's considered Hunterville.
Cornelius.
Cornelius. They probably got them different places around.
Expert.
It's called Tenders.
It's called Tenders. I mean, they have fresh chicken delivered every day, and I thought, man, that's pretty awesome, man.
And they
good
had
food.
you could eat inside or outside, and these people had a dog outside.
We're not saying anything bad about dogs, but
No, it's just dogs have germs and fleas and ticks and
And hair.
and hair
And hair.
and slobber.
and there's some people's allergic to that.
Like,
He used to be.
I used to be, I guess something changed because with Rusty I've
He's
been
like-
able to pet him and nothing happens. But I used to be deadly allergic to dogs, and
and it's
I
just
used to be terrified of going into places because they'd have dogs. But now I guess it's fine.
But the problem wasn't about the dog being out there in the outside patio.
it
eating.
was the lady
The-
that owned the dog came to get a little cups of water for it, But she didn't wash her hands, and she touched the spigot and lit the little cups, and put her hands all over it.
Over where we got the little condiments and stuff. You can get little cups and stuff.
And then we had the fountain.
And so she went out there. She pet the dog and feeding it, and then goes in there and touches the cups, and she just contaminated. So she didn't wash her hands. So wash your hands.
Yeah, especially with this COVID stuff. Even months after it's been around, still need to wash your hands. Be sure the people in the workplace at every restaurant that you go to is washing their hands, because it's not just a COVID thing. You can get really sick.
It's just common sense, people. Just wash your hands. When you touch something, just wash your hands.
Wash your hands and drink a lot of water.
Okay, and then Texas.
Oh no, it continues.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, good.
This has been a while, and I was real young, and we got somebody to come over and watch you, and I took my wife out to eat for her anniversary. So we go in there, and first time I ever been to this Texas steakhouse, and always have a nice meal and order our food, and the food comes, and wife got a nice salad. It was really nice and had a hair in it.
I like you just there was a nice salad.
That's my favorite part of the salad.
And then it had hair in it.
That's texture to the salad,
Yeah.
I mean, some people likes that. I don't know, but she didn't. And so I had the chicken tenders and stuff, and she told them there's a hair in my salad. Oh, like, okay, you want to get you another one? Sure. So they took the salad back, and she waited, and she waited, and I was just slowly eating my chicken, and I was like, I don't want to eat without you, but
To this day,
I'm hungry, but
she's never got the salad.
so here I am, almost done with my tenders, and they say, y'all ready for y'all's check? And she's like, I'm waiting for my salad.
I'm ready for my food.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, but needless to say, we didn't pay for that one neither, I don't think. So that was on the house, so good anniversary present.
Things about restaurants like that, the ones that just never check on you, never make sure that you have a drink. And it's like you're sitting there dying of thirst.
That happened to Red Robin before. We was in the corner. We was just waiting for a drink. We was dying of thirst.
And in protest, what we did is all four of us, there was no drink in it. So like when you drink out of a straw and it makes this loud noise. We did that non-stop until somebody noticed us.
And then we asked for the manager, and the manager said?
He was an idiot.
Yeah. That was rude.
So anyway,
Raider.
that was our restaurant horror stories. We have a whole lot more than what we
Sorry
just said.
if we made you throw up.
That's just ones we thought off the top of our head.
And sorry if you came here looking for like a Freddy Krueger or Jason story.
But if you want more of this, please.
So I hope you've got something out of this. When you go to a restaurant, be sure you're aware of what goes on in the kitchen, the employees, and pay attention to that score, on their inspection score, and be sure to wash your hands.
And if you have any stories like what we said, share them.
Yeah, write them down in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to see maybe a supermarket or like grocery store type of stories like this
He has one.
I have a lot. So
he had a stalker.
I had a stalker at Food Line. If you want to see that video, give us one a like, and we'll
maybe give us some comments down here, and if we have enough comments of their bad experience at restaurants, we'll talk about them.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Click like and hit all the YouTube buttons down below if you want to see more from us.
And if you want more mom advices from our mom, subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah. Hit that red button. All right, we'll see you next time on Carolina Hurst.